Welcome to Market Matters. I'm Nadia Hassan together with Gan and Charlotte Chong, where we actually try and give you a feel of the market. But of course, it's been a couple of short weeks, right? Yesterday we had holiday, and I think a lot of people have just chosen to take that one day off. So because of that, we've seen a little bit of a dip, actually, in terms of volume.
Yeah, in terms of volume, there was a little bit of a dip, but the KLCI actually rose marginally. But I think the thing that's more in focus is that the fact that Janet Yellen can't even finish a speech.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that? Apparently, CNBC's headline was she was dehydrated.
Yeah, and I think she's catching the virus of the slowing global economy as well.
If she actually does turn out to be sick, you will have egg on your face. But Charlotte has something more grounded in realism for us. How did it look today?
You guys are right. Liquidity in this region is pretty low because main trading hubs like Singapore and also Japan, they had some holidays this week. Now back to Kuala Lumpur. KLCI has been declining since last Friday, but today it rose marginally 0.11% to 1,615 points. Now the focus is in ringgit. Ringgit weakened to 4.38 against the greenback for the first time after the Asian financial crisis. What happened was this after 1MDB being probed by the FBI.
Yeah. So actually, CNBC had a really good headline. Is it 1997 for us again? How old were you in 1997, John?
Wow, that was like 10 plus years ago.
Exactly.
I know.
So you're probably in school or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's never been this bad. And what was it? I heard the FBI got in, the feds got in.
Correct. And what makes matters worse is that Wall Street Journal and New York Times actually reported a couple of days ago that they are looking into property buy link associated with our Prime Minister's stepson. And that's why ringgit remained to be the worst performing currency in the Asian regional market. Now, Asian shares were also under pressure today after what Janet Yellen said yesterday. It is expected to raise interest rates by the end of this year. But we saw some mixed sentiment across the ASEAN region, some red and some green. Jakarta dropped after the central bank said that it will actually step in to support the rupiah.
Do you think that'll happen for us?
No. Look at our current reserves. It's so low.
It's about like $5 billion US.
So what can you do about the free fall? I wonder if anybody's doing anything about the free fall.
I hope the government will step in to support the ringgit, also support the index.
Well, on that note, there was a survey done by ASIM, the Association of Chinese Chamber and Industry of Malaysia. So they say that they've proposed for people to convert, exporters to convert faster ringgits back to dollars back to ringgit.
But that's a nice wrap for that. Anyway, thanks a lot for that, Charlotte. Moving on to actually our hot stock of the day. We have something called Managepay. These guys actually went down about almost 2%, but the volumes were actually pretty heavy. They acquired an almost 30% stake in the cybersecurity firm Trustgate Bhd, 1.8 million. It didn't do much for their share price, but if you look at the share price, it's actually been fairly on a rocket path. So I think maybe this is some profit taking, but this is a big thing because Trustgate, they actually do they serve a lot of financial institutions, and we're all worried about cybersecurity these days, aren't we? I mean, when's the last time you actually had to go to a counter for a bank?
The thing is that, Nadia, I want to point out that Trustgate actually has been in Malaysia for over 10 years, and they are only one of 3 licensed certificate authorities approved by the MCMC. So this is, call it what you like, it's actually a very good win for Managepay, I think, and in light of recent data security incidents, they are on the rise. I spoke to an expert recently regarding data security. He's saying that companies are spending somewhere to the tune of 15 to 28% increase in terms of spending on data security.
Yeah, well, they should, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's a tough market to kind of be in. I mean, I saw a lot of cases of frauds. We see the big guys, right, like even Amazon and all having issues with this. But, looking at this company, I think the PE is a bit through the roof, though. I mean, I don't know if you agree. I mean, do you feel that the security part is more than enough to make up for the fact that it's high PE because, of course, it's a tech company?
Well, look at the company. It actually has a net cash position currently, and it also has very strong asset ratios. I think it's a step in the right direction, but I am mindful that the tech sector is fairly volatile as well.
But that's what you're buying into, right? Yeah. Not everybody can buy Nestle.
Yeah,
so
correct.
But The high PE, yes, it's versatile. I do agree, but I don't know. You were talking to me earlier, and you said you actually had a bit more faith because of all this thing about the security breaches and everything. And plus, these guys are actually buying up competitors. Why not?
Look, Nadia, the thing is
enforcing your staple.
The data speaks for itself in terms of up to August this year. There have been over 7,000 data incidents already, and with cases of fraud.
Are you scared?
Of course I'm scared, and I feel Managepay is taking a step in the correct direction, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, because I think the war that we're fighting now is more on our own screen.
Correct.
So anyway, just to bring it all home about why it matters, the company is making money. They're not exactly in the poorhouse. Reasonable fundamentals, especially for a tech company.
Right.
But as we said, it's very hostile. But buying this actually helps sort of shore them up, because you are talking about somebody who's been around for a long time, not a sort of Tom, Dick and Harry. It is good prospects for the company because of this protection of data security.